Hey guys, me Kimberly. Today we're doing Angela's home and she lives in Etobicoke. Okay, so the befores. Here's a perfect example of somebody who has dated furniture and just feels they want to spice up their life with furniture without doing any renos.
We are doing the accessory program for Angela's living room. It's a beautiful open space connected to her dining room. She is doing this rug that has silver, gold, and a little bit of beige as well. That'll coordinate really nicely with her Nadine sofa and chairs, which she will be doing in this really nice textured fabric. And lastly, she has silver accents on her coffee table, which is the Caspian, our crowd favorite.
Let's talk about what we did for this space. The first thing was to identify where your focal point is. So the focal point is a fireplace. And I think that beautiful black piano should be part of that focal point. So we move the piano over beside the fireplace. It's just really romantic look. Then we designed the furniture placement around that. So great big sofa in front of the window with an end table to ground, the chair and a half that's beside it. Then another chair and ottoman, a smaller version of the same chair beside the fireplace, grounded by a rug, throw in a coffee table, and we're done. This is Angela's house, and what we have to do when you get there on site, there is not, ignore this credenza, there is no credenza there. This carpet has to come out. Right now it's sitting about there. Try and push this chair as far back as you can. You see your line here, right? You can use it as where the curtains stop. That's where that's where the chair should be. This is an ottoman that's there. It could also be moved here when people are listening to someone play the piano. So you have to make sure that this carpet is just at the edge. Right now they've installed it all the way back here. It's just at the edge and just underneath the 2 feet. 2 feet here, 2 feet here. And that piano, I think there must be 1 foot on it. You can just turn it a little bit and then you'll be fine with the placement, right? We have a mirror going over the fireplace. We have that bulkhead to keep in mind. Over the fireplace, as you can see, there's a bulkhead there. And it's sort of impeding on how high and wide I can go over the fireplace. So I decided to do this really cool mirror that kind of looks like a diamond horizontally. You didn't need anything too high. It took the width of the fireplace. It actually went over 1 inch each side with some candle holders and some greenery, a big beautiful lamp to ground the chair and a half and the sofa. Now this had a little bit of gold in it at the bottom and this kind of like graphite-y color, very warm. I just love that bit of graphite because we had black in the piano and it was strong and I didn't want to add more black to that particular space. On the coffee table, we had 2 bottles on top of the coffee table with gold tops, which aren't part of the same line as that lamp, but they look like they're married together. It looks absolutely beautiful. And throw some flowers in there. So the pillows, we chose a oyster velvet and just tone on tone. I didn't want to add a lot of color there because we have that big black piano. I didn't want too much strength in the upholstery. So I think mixing up 3 different fabrics together to layer your pillows to give a monochromatic look, a little bit more depth and interest is always the way to go. The art we chose for this space was champagne frame with gold and light colors on the inside. Absolutely beautiful. The first thing you see when you walk into the house. And if you're sitting in the living room on that sofa, it coordinates with that space. So guys, you really have to know what's around you, what is in your visual sight line from the rooms that you're in, and make sure that everything coordinates with the design of that space. We want everything to marry and flow. You want to walk into that house and it all to be beautifully coordinated. Let me tell you what I really think about lighting. Okay, so not all of us are gonna do renos. I get that most of us want it, but sometimes just not in the budget, or we just don't wanna live through a mess because we wanna keep our marriages intact. Anyways, so listen guys, this room had no pot lights. There was no light source from the ceiling. Zero. It had popcorn ceiling, so you know that it was super old, and they did not want to renovate. So the only light source we had was a lamp in the corner, which is probably not enough light for the space, but enough for when you're entertaining with guests, right? You could have some nice mood lighting, have some candles going, really pretty. This is why we decided to go with light colored furniture to brighten up the space, a light colored rug, monochromatic look, and not too much color on the sofas, just very clean and serene, and that way the lighting wouldn't be a problem. Our design program works like this, guys. We send a qualified designer out to your home to measure one room at a time. We do all the elevations and the floor plan so that we have perfect, accurate measurements. A week later, you come back to the showroom. We walk the showroom, we test all the furniture, we see what you love, and see what your aesthetics are. And that's why we give you the What Do You Love questionnaire. It's a design personality test that just sort of takes you through a whole bunch of furniture and room layouts. Maybe you love everything on that page, maybe you like nothing, but this is a good way for us to understand who you are and for you to understand what you really love, like, want to be surrounded with. It's not the be-all and the end-all. Clearly, when you get back to the showroom, you may change your mind. You may see something on Instagram that's going to motivate you and inspire you, and that's cool. But this complete personality test usually does the trick for me. And 98%, I know who you are. And that's what I want. I want to make you happy. I'm Kimberly Capone, and I truly believe you should live in rooms you love. Visit our showroom and sign up for your free design consultation, and together, we'll create the perfect space.